I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Madam President. We thank the President of the General Assembly for convening this timely meeting on the critical situation faced by UNRWA. We also thank Commissioner General Lazzarini of UNRWA for his briefing, which underscores the urgent need for international action. Madam President, the world is witnessing the most egregious violations of the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, international law, including international humanitarian law, in the occupied Palestinian territory, particularly in Gaza, what the ICJ has called plausible genocide. The humanitarian crisis is being deliberately exacerbated by the blockade of aid and a strategy of starvation. The targeted shutdown and attempt to delegitimize UNRWA, a lifeline for the Palestinians, especially in Gaza, is part of this genocidal campaign. Pakistan strongly condemns the latest Israeli attempt to dismantle the operations of UNRWA by adopting legislation in flagrant violation of the UN Charter, international law, provisional measures set by the ICJ and the Court's advisory opinion of 19 July 2024. Pakistan stands in resolute solidarity with the Palestinian people and reaffirms its unwavering support for UNRWA's humanitarian mission rooted in UN General Assembly Resolution 3024 of 1949, which mandates the agency to carry out direct relief work for Palestinians pending a just solution to their plight in accordance with UNGA Resolution 194. UNRWA remains essential to protecting this right and delivering essential services across the region. By targeting UNRWA, Israel not only obstructs vital humanitarian assistance, but also threatens the collective effort to uphold the Palestinian people's rights and aspirations for justice and peace. We now face a decisive choice. We must take concrete actions to uphold the UN Charter and international legality, or risk a collapse of the world order built on the foundations of the UN Charter. At this critical juncture, Pakistan proposes the following urgent actions. 1. We must ensure a complete, durable and unconditional ceasefire. Israel must also halt the violence in the West Bank. 2. The demonization and delegitimization of UNRWA must be halted. This assembly must take concrete measures to ensure that UNRWA remains operational and carries out its humanitarian work in accordance with its mandate. 3. All member states must reaffirm their commitment to UNRWA by providing financial, political and operational support. Sustaining and expanding UNRWA's operation is crucial to countering the detrimental effects of Israeli inhuman actions. 4. This assembly must ensure accountability for any Israeli actions obstructing UNRWA's work and violating international law. Israel must also be held accountable for its war crimes. Lastly, Israel's massive violations of the UN Charter and UN resolutions, including international law, international humanitarian law, must have consequences. These could include an arms and trade embargo, suspension of its UN membership, and individual and collective accountability for genocide and other crimes. The forthcoming Arab OIC summit in Riyadh will no doubt propose steps to hold accountable Israel for its aggression and crimes. Madam President, Pakistan reiterates its steadfast support for the Palestinian people and their inalienable right to self-determination. The international community must uphold the principles of justice, human rights, and international law to restore hope and dignity to the Palestinian people. I thank you.